Hello there, Rabbi. How are you doing today? It's time for yet another episode. No, wait. Public opinion and circumstances are going to interrupt our regularly scheduled program to talk about how to be funny 101. Now, as someone who tries to be funny all the time and who fails more often than they succeeds, I know how difficult humor can be.
Well, Joe, that's why we're partners in this because I'm exactly the opposite. I'm funny all the time. And the reason for that is something that says in the Talmud, and I'm very careful. The Talmud admonishes us, warns us. When you're just the average citizen, you can say what you want. When you're at the local pub or playing poker, you can make jokes and say things. Once you become elevated, let's say, president of the HOA or PTO, PTA, or you become a politician in your county, or you become the politician in the House or the Senate, or you actually become privileged to be president of the United States. The Talmud says by taking on this advanced responsibility, you have to be careful what you say in public, and things that might have been funny with your friends or family won't be funny once you have political office, once you have a much wider audience. And that goes with YouTube, it goes with TikTok. And I think, not think, that advice I have followed. I have said to myself when I was president of the school board, can't say things at a public meeting that I would have said playing racquetball and here on YouTube. And when I go live on TikTok every Wednesday night at 8, I think to myself, I have an audience. And the Talmud says I have a responsibility because people are listening to me because of this position. And if I want to be taken not seriously, no, if people want to actually pay attention to me and laugh at my jokes, then I don't want to be irreverent. I don't want to be disrespectful. I want to be careful what I say. So I've always followed that advice. Well, not always, a good deal of the time. I've followed that advice, and that keeps me from being glib or posting a picture of myself that's a mockery because I don't want people to dismiss me. That's it. The Talmud advises us when you're in a higher position, you don't want people to dismiss you because you're making bad jokes and you're not being funny.
When I tell you a joke or you tell me a joke and the other person doesn't find it funny, we know each other well enough to know, oh, well, he just told a bad joke. It doesn't mean anything about who he is as a person. But there's also the context. I often find that people say, well, why does everybody find that joke so offensive? I thought it was kind of funny. I'm Irish and I thought it was a funny joke.
Right. Well, the Talmud provides the guidance. It depends on the setting and your position. And you just want to be careful so that people don't dismiss the good things you might say because of the bad joke or because of being disrespectful of something. And I think that's good advice all the way along the line that there is a difference when you're in the public forum as opposed to privacy. Now, we're going back to President Trump releasing a picture of himself as Pope. Now, I could say to you, there have been Jewish popes in the past. If you look at the history of the chosen pope, there have been. So I'm thinking, as a Jesuit rabbi, perhaps I have a chance. However, I'm not a cardinal. You have to be a cardinal. And I am actually hurt that Pope Francis never made me a cardinal since I'm a Jesuit rabbi and I'm on his side. And we've done respectful tributes to Pope Francis. So Joe, I'm disappointed that I was never promoted to cardinal, and that eliminates my chance of being a modern Jewish rabbi pope.
And I think you would make a great pope because you're open minded and open to other religions and other concepts, which is what we need more of. And I think Francis started that. And a lot of people are hoping that the next pontiff continues that and doesn't do the 180 that we've had in the past. But one thing I won't do a 180 on, Rabbi, is you and your advice. No matter whether I have to kneel and kiss your ring or not, I'm still going to come to you for advice and guidance.
And I think you just summed it up. Pope Francis missed the opportunity to have someone who would definitely follow in his footsteps and maintain the traditions. He made a mistake in not elevating me to cardinal so that I would be eligible to be the next pope.